It's 2:38 p.m. Snowstorm again, but still, I'm off to the gym. A little later than usual, but that's fine. I took the second caffeine a little later than usual, but you know what? I got up, for some reason I didn't turn. I had the alarm set on for 3. I woke up and turned it off, but I didn't turn off the other one, so I woke up again 10 minutes later and turned it off, and then woke up at 6 something, I think. And now it's 2:30 something, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 1, 2. So 8 hours later, I'm out. And every other day I'm going to be doing something. Got quite a bit of sleep, and I'm debating tomorrow. Like the whole goal is to keep everything shorter. Allow my endurance to keep up, to focus more on sleep. So today I'm going to do something more of a muscular thing, so that tomorrow, if I'm working at the school and I finish a little early, well, by the time I get home it's not that early, but go directly to a gym and just do mobility work. I'm trying to build into a new schedule. And of course, being Monday, I get the harassing calls by grandma, because apparently she wasn't there Friday. Of course, she doesn't answer, so I'm not answering. And then, of course, the triangulation comes in. First, the text from her saying it's urgent, call me back. She doesn't say what it is. Then I get a few more calls. And from the owner saying, can you do Thursday and Friday? If you can't do Friday, can you do Thursday? And I had already told them I'm not available the rest of the month. It's already booked. But whatever. But that form of triangulation is very. I had the same problem when I owned my businesses, and it's like, no, I don't accept that. No answer is a no. Get someone else. If you don't have anyone else, well, what do you want me to do about it? I'm handling it better today because I'm over it. Whatever happens, happens. And also I got a couple of referrals, but even those don't go through, I don't care. It's not my favorite cup of tea. I like the place, the company with the community center. That's my favorite. I don't think they need to hear that. Well, I want to make sure that I can teach the class, and feel confident before getting more. And also I don't like the fact that I have to stay there the whole day in that area, and it's just a terrible environment, so there's that. But apparently they're forced to do it also, but they do it with the other classes too. So I think it's just the way they are, and it's terrible for me. I'm not as triggered or anxious about that, so that allows me to focus on things. I was focusing on I didn't do anything with the outline because I'm done with that. Just going to teaching with whatever I have, and then adjust as I need. That's fine. And I got to focus on transferring bank numbers. Well, my budget from notes to Excel sheets. I only got to do 2024, but still, will I have time when I get back to do more? Maybe not, but I'll have it tomorrow morning. I'll work on that while getting ready. I'm able to focus on things like when I woke up, I kind of felt okay. I was waking up, and then I was like, oh, this is what I'll work on. So that's what made me work on the transferring notes from numbers from that to the Excel sheet. So that kind of went very well, and I was able to kind of focus, and I wasn't rushed to get out, you know what I mean? So that's really important. All right, I'm almost there. It's 3:12. Snowing. Anyways, I did a quick message for the owner of that company with the whatever, because it just came to me. I think the thing of being calm, what's this, the David Allen, mind like water, that's my goal. Get enough sleep, be able to just have the mind to kind of wake up and do what the first thing that comes to mind. I see it. Can I recreate it all the time? No. But I guess with me, the more I get hit in the head with it, the more I get sick. It's like a hit in the head, and I have to kind of focus on that. Because no one else is. What I mean is, no one's there to save me, to help me focus on it. They don't care. No one fucking cares. Right? If I get sick, no one cares. That's it. It's like cattle. You know? So, fuck everyone. And I have to take care of myself. I'm listening a lot to Dr. Laura Schlesinger. I was kind of getting a little bored, but what I like is the way she's like blunt like that. That's, and a lot of people are really dum-dums. And real, narcissistic and, more like fans. And I'm sorry, but anyone who calls in and says, I have the perfect family, the perfect child, the perfect this, it's shit. They're in some la la land, right? I agree totally. And I had a client like that for personal training, right? Anyways, who would take fits with me and start crying and saying her husband is like full of shit and they want to do this and then of course, they finally moved back to the States, whatever. I finally removed her from my Facebook, I think. I never did anything with it because I didn't, as a personal trainer, I got that, that hat on. But as a person with her, no, she's fucked up. And all that stupid posting of what she did on her Peloton bike and all those new trends and whatever. And she once posted a family photo, my love, it's an anniversary or something like that, blah, blah, blah. And she posts a lot about her child, all that crap. Which is all self-serving. To live a life which is whatever, you know what I mean? Just because you post it doesn't mean it's real. Why did I not press the on button? Anyways, to summarize, I texted the owner and then he texted back, but I also texted him when it's the dentist conference so I could put it in the schedule, and he replied back. And then I realized he's kind of confirmed he's the nice guy, he's not going to be the bully. He loves the secretaries to be like that. So if I just keep going the way I go and then he eventually messages me, that's probably the way to do it, to avoid dealing with them, Right, so it's 4:55. It took me less than an hour, but I just did incline bench. Was it? No, decline, because initially it was incline, but the guy let off the other one, so I went to it. Because my left shoulder is fucked. It went pretty good. I really have to push my lower traps and my serratus to not have that pain. And I even have to flatten out my back. So it's really relearning the exercise. And when I got to the max weight, I stopped there. I didn't go past 1 rep because I thought I was gonna lose control of it, But anyways, so I'm keeping track of the time like an ADHDer. And sometimes it's only one exercise that I do. I have to really plan well and plan for recuperation and keep a small set of the primary exercises to do well in. And I guess on days that I have off, do more. I'm thinking about tomorrow. I'm obviously going to go straight from work and work on some mobility, maybe a little bit of cardio depending. And that's it, to allow for recovery and build myself from there. It's like I'm relearning everything, and it's always like that. But anyways, I'm gonna go into the grocery store. I feel good about the workout. It was, and yeah, and the place. I'm nothing. I guess because I feel generally good today. I guess I don't know. Rather, I think it's just that I have more control today. I guess I managed to control my day. I dealt with the problem at that other place, calling me, harassing me. I dealt with my shoulder, my low amount of time. I thought about what to do tomorrow. It's like it's like things are flowing, you know what I mean? And of course, when I feel calmer, mind like water, as David Allen says, I feel better in my food choices. So, there's so many benefits. All right, so we at 12:04 p.m. on Wednesday, Wednesday the 28th of January 2026. I'm walking a little fast because I left a little later than I wanted to. I'm off to my acting workshop, which was corrected because she made a mistake on the day. The problem with that job where I'm teaching, it got worse yesterday. I don't think I filmed anything. I just finally sent a text to one of the people who sent an email, a text, and I said, I haven't gotten to my emails. We see each other in February, so that's in a few days. And left it at that. And then she texts back, call me like screaming, like, I'm like, no. Then I had to talk to one person who's been consulting me, to find out like if I can actually go to another place, and keep my status and all that, all the things I worked for since before October. Anyway, so then I was thinking like, they didn't send the confirmation for the week. I'm like, oh, is that the way they're gonna play? Because they didn't call me today. They didn't message. Finally, I get a text from the owner and then the one of the women for 2 Saturdays in March. And so I answered, yeah. It's simple as that. I don't understand. I'm thinking the problem is that they're old and they can't handle text. So anyways, I gotta find a bus, which goes only every half hour. I had to take a shower. I wanted to, because I needed to wash my hair. And I kind of, what's it feed? Anyways, when I got out, I was, only had 15 minutes. Anyways, it took me 45 minutes, that's why I'm late. Oh, I had that buffer. Then I, didn't have time to do any moisturizing, so all I could do is put sunscreen on and then the colored sunscreen, and that was pretty moisturizing. So it was a quickie job. Butt cream. I put dry shampoo in my hair. And it kind of got all splotchy. I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna be on camera. I'm like, oh shit. So I brought my comb, I have Kleenex, I have my wee bitty mirror. It's like a little shard of a broken mirror, which I use. The bus comes in 18 minutes. So we're good. I can calm down now. And then I confirmed 2 dates in March with that company. That way I don't have to talk to them, and if they catch me for, sitting down or whatever, fuck that. No. My time is valuable. I have to train them. That's it. I don't think they're very organized. It's like 3 people saying the same thing. It's like, why? Oh, well, look at there. They're doing a moishes. I don't know if I can get that. Let me see. Can you? That is too blurry. Let's try it this way.